Celtics lost to the Knicks 119-81. Um, Luke Cornett got to start in his first career playoff game. Um, didn't look it. Wait a minute. Wait, it was Luke Cornett and Al Horford starting as the front court, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, bro.
Well,
Um,
what choice do you have? Because Porzingis looks like hot garbage.
no. I'm not saying start Porzingis, but we have wings. We might. If I was Joe, I would unload the bench. That's what I would do.
But what bench? The bench
I
is
would have
too
start. I would have
inconsistent.
started Kada, and then I would have started. Who could play the four? Wash could play the four.
No, Walsh is
Um,
not ready. He's too
you
young,
could
and
put you could put Craig there.
I would have
Have
played
Sharman
Craig
come
a
out
little
the
bit
bench
more.
with Pritchard. Have Cornette come out the bench. Split his minute with have him split his minutes with Porzingis. Have Cornette play about 15 minutes. But Porzingis suck.
Yep. And I don't want, and I'm not trying
Oh,
to be.
you can hear me? My bad. I didn't know I cut out. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. You good?
I was saying you could have Washer Craig start at the four, or you could just start Al Horford at the four and then have Kato play the five, then make Cornette and Porzingis split their minutes. Um, but I'm giving Cornette no more. I'm giving Cornette like 12, 13 minutes because he sucks. Um, I'm definitely not playing Xavier Tillman. That nigga hella weak.
Oh, how? I mean, what have we seen from him? He barely plays. I think he made an impact
Yeah,
last year in the finals, but I don't
yeah,
know what happened this year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He had a couple bad games, and Joe just had been fucking with him. Kaden
Yep.
was hella good in the first half of the season. I was telling you, he just been sitting the bench. Like, I know he played bad against Atlanta, but come on, bro. You act like you're the only one that didn't show up.
I don't think he played super bad against Atlanta. Wait, you talking about the one that where Porzingis and Horford were out, where we lost in overtime?
Yeah.
I
I didn't
mean,
see that whole game, but I just seen people trashing him. I ain't gonna lie, like the thing I don't like about our fan base is they be so dicked out about these white boys on our team that haven't done shit. They're not good. You get what I'm saying?
I
Like
can see
the
that. Yeah.
overhyped Hauser, the overhyped Pritchard. They even was dick sucking Steve Mahalo. He didn't do nothing. He met 1-3. He became a fan favorite. He sucks. Who else we had? Um, See, Daniel Tice, even though I want him off the team, Daniel Tice is way better than fucking Cornette and Hauser. How's he not in the league? That don't make sense.
I don't know.
Hello, Isaiah Thomas is way better than anybody on our bench. How is he not in the league?
That's probably old
Carmelo
age.
Anthony is better than anybody off our bench. How is he not in the league?
He
He had to
retired.
retire because he got no. He retired because he got blackballed.
Anyway,
But go ahead, my bad.
no, you good. As he said, Celtics fall to the New York Knicks. Was it 112-81, right? Oh my God. Yo,
Oh yeah, I'm here. My bad.
it was 112-81, right?
Oh no. It was 119-81.
119-81. My bad. 119-81. The Celtics fall to the Knicks in six. This series is now over, along with the Boston Celtics season. It was a weird one all around from the regular season and the playoffs. Obviously, as we all know, massive changes are coming to this roster, sadly. And fortunately, this just wasn't the year. I know with the big expectations that we have on this team, n- no championship that's brought back to Boston in a season is considered a failure. So, although we won the championship, it is
You cut
2025.
out. You
So,
said that we win the championship. What?
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, we won a championship in 2024. Unfortunately, this is 2024, not that was 2024. This is 2025. So therefore, this season is deemed a failure. At
Yeah.
least a lot of people are going to put it that way, and rightfully so. Um, this game, just nobody outside of Jalen Brown came to play. And listen, I'm not gonna say he had the sexiest stat line,
Yeah.
but damn it, bro, what else did you want the guy to do? I mean, I knew this. I knew this brand of basketball wasn't going to last very long. And listen, the ball movement's fun, and obviously we're all relieved. We don't have to see Tatum chuck up so many threes, but I think this also goes to show that you need someone outside of Jalen Brown that can create their own shot. And that was Tatum. And unfortunately, we don't have him. And unfortunately, we knew it was going to be a matter of these role players were getting exposed. And all of them outside of Jalen Brown got exposed. He didn't have the sexiest stat line, but he gave you everything he had. I think he did his best to carry this team. Um, and just unfortunately, with everything that just happened, I don't know how he fouled out. I don't know if it was because of bad calls. I don't know if it was because of momentum swing. It was a lot. I know he had some dumb fouls, but he gave it everything he had, man. And with the way the game was going, nothing was saving this team. He ended up with 20 points, 6 of 6, 6 rebounds, 8 of
He was.
20 from.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say 8 for 20. Go ahead. You
8 for
good?
20, I think shot 3 of 9 from three. Was like literally had 18 in like what, the second half by halftime. He had like 13 of our 18 points in the first quarter. For those of you who have eyeballs, it was pretty clear that he tried everything he could. And unfortunately, the help didn't really come through for him. And yes, there's a lot of things he could have done better. But it is what it is. I will say this though. I know a lot of people are going to drill me in the comment section. I know a lot of people are going to drill me
Hmm.
everywhere. I don't give a flying fuck what anybody says. It's going to suck without Tatum next year, but I'm excited to see what Brown can do because these two games clearly showed you what he can do. Yes, the turnovers stink. Okay, we get it. But if Tatum can have 8 turnovers against the Kings and 6 turnovers against the Warriors in the finals and a plethora of turnovers everywhere in other games, then I'm pretty sure Brown can have the same leeway. I wish it was that way, but unfortunately, according to the fan base, it's never like that. But I'm excited to see what he can do next year. These past 2 games, I think he averaged, was it 30, 46 divided by 2 is 23. He averaged 23 points these past 2 games. I think he averaged 6 assists, averaged like 7 rebounds the last 2 games. So if he can keep something like that, I mean, we're in a good spot. Probably you need some supporting cast to help him out throughout the season, and it's going to be interesting to see what this roster is next year. I wouldn't be surprised if certain people leave, but it sucks that it has to end this way. After coming off of a championship, now we got to kind of split this group up. But I'm just gonna say I'm excited to see what he can do, and he's gonna surprise a lot of people that doubted him and still doubt him to this day. But yeah, that's on JB. Derek White, I mean, I love the brother. 34 points in game 5 just to come back and score 8 points. Like, you can't have that, especially in an elimination game. And I love the guy. I love his defense. I love his hustle. But respectfully, if the brother's not shooting threes, I don't know what he can give you on offense because he's not
Who?
a guy that can. Derek White. He's not a guy that can, consistently create his own shot. He's not a guy that can really get to the paint much. He has no mid range shot. He's got no
Yeah,
post up
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad you're bringing that up.
Yeah, and it's like I
Sam
love the.
Hauser. Sam Hauser. Who? Don't even bring me up with him.
Oh God, I was gonna come up with the bench later on.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead
Listen,
with
and
Derek White. You see how he was getting cooked and he was getting blown by?
yeah, and I will say this.
Jalen Brown tried his best. Derek White, he was just sitting there playing defense with his hands down.
No,
And
I get
then
it,
you
and
see how he left Deuce McBride wide open. But I ain't gonna lie, him and Pritchard don't even jump or contest shots neither. He needs to
no,
go too.
yeah,
Straight up. I'm tired of
yo,
holding on. I'm tired of praising mediocrity, bro. Like for real.
I don't blame you.
Like 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 this team, like if we was gonna win another championship with this core, it would have to be this year because Joe Mazzulla, you know what I'm saying, he had 3 years, but our team is weird. You get what I'm saying? Like they're
No,
the
it
type of
is.
team where they'll let the coach stay there for about 20, 10, 20 plus years off of one championship knowing that the team won in spite of him. You get what I'm saying? And we also lost Charles Lee. That also hit us as well too.
Yeah, I think from a player development standpoint, that was big for us, and he was very close with Holiday. And Holiday had arguably his best season with the. Well, actually, no, not arguably. He had his best season with us last year in his tenure as a Celtic, and now it looks like it was never the same after that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was one of the best corner shooters. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. And then and
For
then
sure.
also he stepped up as a third option after Derek White fell off after the Miami series.
Uh
Nobody
huh.
want to talk about that.
Yeah, and listen, and speaking of Holiday, he only had 4 points. I get it. The shooting wasn't great. It hasn't been great all series, and one can probably say that he took a step back shooting this season, and fine. And it's sad to admit it because Drew Holiday is one of my favorite players, and this was the guy that was supposed to be the Marcus Smart replacement, and I still think he is until they decide to eventually trade him, which I don't want, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But I mean, I actually thought he played solid defense this series. Outside of Brown, you know what Brown was able to do. I think Game 4 before Tatum went down, he played spectacular defense. But I think the first three games was great for Holiday defensively because Derek White, loved the guy. He was not very good defensively this whole series. Getting cooked by Brunson, and I don't want to take anything away from Brunson, but just getting destroyed by Brunson left and right. Not even being able to guard guys like Mikal Bridges. I mean, love Derek White, but I mean, the dude what weighs 20 pounds, like heavier than him, and you couldn't guard Mikal Bridges. It's a little bit sketchy to me, but it is what it is. Um, but in terms of Holiday, not the greatest shooting season, not the greatest shooting series. Be interesting to see what they do for him, but I think he tried everything he could. I think he was the best player the first two games of this series. And he looked like he wanted to play, but you can only ask so much for a guy who's 34. Horford, he if it wasn't for Jalen Brown, he would be your only player that was in double figures. And just imagine if we didn't have Jalen Brown in this game,
Yeah.
considering we didn't have Tatum, we probably would have lost by like 80. Let's just call it
Oh,
what it is.
definitely for sure.
Um, big so
Um,
and
I
Big
was on
Al,
somebody. Yeah, I was on somebody playback. I don't know if you know what that is. Playback is like a new little streaming. It's like a little new streaming app. You know what I'm saying? You could, I guess, play videos and show shit without getting copyrighted because YouTube sensitive. Um, Yeah, I was talking to a Laker fan. He was saying Jalen Brown needs to give us a refund of 300 million. How he fouled out with 20 points and he only played in the three. He only played in 3 quarters, and he wasn't doing enough. This and that, and then I was talking about how he was injured and how he don't had no help and how the team was trash. He didn't want to call nobody out. Uh, then I was like, why you not calling Drew Holiday out? Drew Holiday is making 140 million. Derek White is making 130 million. You ain't calling
Por-
them out. You get what I'm
Porzingis,
saying?
I don't even
Jalen
think there's
Brown,
anything.
Jalen Brown, like he was our leading scorer the last 2 games. You can't just put it on him because the Knicks defense, like you
They
know what's
smothered
so
him.
crazy? What is that shit called? Where basically you played bad, like in the season, like you had a what's that shit called? You had a rocky season, then in the playoffs you just turn on the Jets. What's that
Yeah,
called?
playoff riser.
Yeah, the Knicks all of a sudden just you know what I'm saying?
They
And I
flipped the
kept telling
switch.
people, bro, Karl Anthony Towns is gonna be a better matchup for Al Horford, Luke Cornett, and and KP. Bro, I told him that because KP don't want to bang. You know what I'm saying? I told him, bro, Joe gonna have to empty out the clip and let Torrey Craig. He gonna have to see Baylor Sherman. He can't be any worse than Sam Hauser. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We gave JD Davison is one of the best players in the JD Davison is one of the best players in the G League. He just won MVP in the G League.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like he could be a holiday replacement. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? He could be a backup, but we don't give him no burn. So how you expect him to figure it out if you don't give him no burn and you don't run plays? You get what I'm saying? And
yeah,
Joe, his idea is you got to be an isolation player. Or you got to shoot a ton of threes, and then that's my system. You know what I'm saying? Um, Joe, I don't like Joe. He needs to be fired because um,
doubt
he
it.
makes zero adjustments. The way he coaches, he's a terrorist. He plays the wrong players. He loves holding on to Al Horford. He loves Sam Hauser and Luke Cornett. They haven't done shit. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
see. I
but
see
I
no
would I
players
would
that
hold on
done
to
more
Al
than all of
Horford
them,
too.
and they got traded. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. What were you
And
saying?
no, you hear me?
Yeah, you said someone got traded, so I accidentally cut you
No, no,
off.
no. Yeah, no. I'm saying like Daniel Tice. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Tice. He was an undrafted player. He actually played good for us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
he was better. He was better than Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett, everybody. He was better than all of them, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, See, I wish we had a guy. I wish we had a guy like Avery Bradley, bro. I wish we didn't trade him.
Well, he is older now, so and mind you, he got traded because of the surgence of Jalen Brown his rookie year. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
That was the reason.
yeah, you saw Jalen Brown show up his rookie year despite the limited playing time. He showed up his rookie year, so they thought, okay, let's get rid of Avery Bradley, let's get rid of an Evan Turner or Jared Sellinger and replace him with this guy,
Oh,
and
okay.
rightfully so.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I'm Joe, I'd keep Al Horford. I'd hold on to Al Horford long too. You need a vet, and I know, and I get what you're saying about it not being a great matchup. I think Al Horford held his own against Cat pretty
Yeah.
well. I know it was up
I'll
and
bring him
down,
back.
but he
I only
tried.
bring him back for the veteran minimum. He's not worth $10 million. I'm sorry. You
No,
know
he's
what you
not.
could do? You know what you could do with $10 million?
Get somebody else.
And then on top of that, we don't have money like that. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown is would make take 79 million dollars in the luxury tax alone.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Uh, hold on. I got some that. Hold on. I got some that. Where the fuck it will? Hold on.
Anyway, as you do that, I'll keep the audience entertained. Um, well, if I'm Joe, I'd probably want to hold on to Al Horford too, because one, you need a vet. Two, you
Not
would
Joe.
be.
You mean to say Brad Stevens? Because Joe should be fired.
Oh, my bad. Brad Stevens.
'Cause-
Brad Stevens loves Al Horford too, and I don't blame him. He's been. I get it. He's older, but he has been too important and too imperative to the Jays' success. Like that's their fault. He's like the father, and Tatum and Brown are the kids. Like that's it's like Tatum and Brown are the kids that didn't grow up without a mother, but they only had a father. That's Al Horford. That's all they got right now
Yeah.
to lean on. So I would like that. He's been imperative to their development. He's been imperative to their success. You got to keep him around until you can't no more until he decides to call it. And I think a lot of people can argue that Al Horford deserves to go on his own terms because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind taking a minimum contract. He already got paid and he got his ring. He has
He
nothing
got
else
us
to
twenty
prove.
million dollars from us.
Yeah, he has nothing else to prove. And if he wants to come back to Boston, he would take a cheap deal.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if they can do that, I definitely bring him back for sure. But he's just been too important to the Jays' success, especially without not having Tatum next year. Brown's gonna need someone to lean on, and
Right,
Al
right.
Horford's gonna have to be that guy. So yeah, so that's with Al Horford. And in terms of Al Horford in the series, I understand it was a little up and down with him trying to defend Cat, kind of got into some foul trouble a little bit.
Yeah.
But he had to carry a big load with this big man depth because you didn't have Porzingis. Oh, and by the way, you didn't. Cornet barely even played the series. Some reasonable, some not reasonable. But Porzingis was just like a shell of himself. Like I just wow. Like he was a shell of himself, and we'll get to Porzingis in a little bit because
Warriors
anyone,
Empire.
I'm pretty sure anyone who's watching this like is probably saying to themselves, "Please get rid of Porzingis any way necessary." I probably would agree, but he did what he could despite the depth that was behind him. So you got to give credit. You got to give that to Al Horford. Um, but yeah, it was just a weird series overall. Weird series for the starting five. It started with, and it sucks that we have to go back to it. But you just look at games one and two. If they would have taken care of business and stopped jacking up a bunch of threes, we wouldn't have been in this situation. This series literally could have ended, and it should have. And it sucks. And listen, it's a lot of it contributes damn near the whole team. You can talk about obviously Tatum chucking up a bunch of threes in games one and two, not showing up in games one and two, especially game two. Jalen Brown, you can talk about him not showing up, but also not being utilized down the stretch, considering
Yeah.
he was our closer last year in the
Hmm.
playoffs.
Yeah.
But again, what the hell do I know? You can, and again, Porzingis being a shell of himself, and give credit to the Knicks. I don't know what they did in that scouting room, but they found a way to hand it to us. OG Anunoby, he's been one of my. I honestly think he's the best 3 and D role player in the league, and it's it sounds disrespectful
Oh,
calling.
no. He's for surely top five. Him and Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, for sure. It's like he's like on the tier of 3 and D guys, 3 and D legitimate role players. And I know it sounds disrespectful with me calling them role players because they're more than that. But in terms
Yeah,
of like in terms
they
of
lead
like,
on defense.
yeah,
Bam and bio. Shit.
yeah. I mean, I think in terms of like legitimate 3 and D wings that are good role players on a championship team, you got like
Yeah.
OG Anunoby, Herb Jones. I know the Pelicans didn't
Oh
have much
yeah.
success, but
Oh.
Herb Jones is that guy.
Oh.
Trey Murphy the third, and then you got Jaden McDaniels.
What about J Dub? J Dub is an All
They,
Star this year.
yeah, he's an all-star,
I
not a
like
role
J
player.
Dub. They got Caruso. Oh, Luke Dort. Oh, he built like a linebacker. I like him.
He is, but that shooting is too inconsistent.
Yeah.
But
He's,
he's definitely up there for sure, and he handed it to the Jays tonight. He did, and you knew what was gonna happen. One of the game plans I had in my mind is whoever has the ball, Tatum Brown, get them off OG and Anunoby immediately. Like you have to. He's gonna be all over those two, and to some degree we did a good job with it, but then we did a terrible job with it because some of us don't know how to freaking set screens still.
he hate Nehemiah's kid. Nehemiah's kid the only one that played 4 minutes.
Yeah, but give
That's
credit to
crazy.
yeah,
Um, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Even though it's not gonna show it on the stat sheet, Josh Hart had a triple double. You know what I'm saying? Um,
yeah,
in the first half, Josh Hart had 7 rebounds and Cornette had 2.
yeah. That's called heart and grit.
And mind you, he's crashing from the 3 point line, not in the paint. He's crashing from the 3 point line,
Yeah,
and Cornette and the Horford, like he's getting a rebound over them.
yeah.
You get what
It
I'm
sucks.
saying? That's why I say Cornette has to go.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not the biggest Cornette fan either. I think at times we have ridiculously overrated him this regular
Yeah,
season.
because
I
he had the best game. He had the best game of his career. Nobody wasn't worried about him. If he was getting the same coverage as Jalen Brown.
boy, you crashing out, man. There you go.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Somebody try to call me, man. That should be freezing. No. Anyways, I got my shit on D. So if he get this, what I'm basically saying is, if he get the same coverages like how Tatum Brown, um, Pritchard and all them guys, like
Pritchard barely gets defensive attention, brother.
yeah, but look though, the way about Sam Hauser, that's how I feel about Austin Reeves. But I'm not saying Austin Reeves is weak as Sam Hauser, but he's not that good. You get what I'm saying? Like to
No,
me, he's a regular role player, but he gets featured like he's a superstar. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
well,
Like
to
he
some
gets
degree, I
featured
get where
like he's the
there's
first or second option. He gets 20 shots a game. He averaged 8 to 12 free throws. He's a foul baiter.
fair.
He gets 8 to 12 free throws a game. You feel me? Like his game is not unique to me. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
like 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 he's not on the level of Manu Ginobili. He's not on the level of White Chocolate. He's not on the level of Lou Williams, J.R. Smith. He's not on the level of Lamar Odom. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Who else? He's not. Who else I could name? Um, fuck. Who was a nice role player? That was a cool six man.
Andre Iguodala.
He's not Andre Iguodala. There we go. He's not Andre Iguodala. He's not Tony Kukoc. Like he's not Dennis Rodman. They
He's
making it seem
not
like he's a
Kevin
fucking
McHale.
difference maker. Like you feel me? But whenever a role player gets on the team with LeBron, and plus he's on the Lakers too, he's gonna get overhyped. Like he was more overhyped than Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You got Lakers fans on YouTube saying that he could be an All Star because he was averaging 19 points.
He is an all-star caliber player. I do have to give him that. I think with and I know to some degree a lot of people you can say to some degree he's overrated, but I think the big leap that he's taken as an undrafted free agent is nothing to sneeze at because
Yeah.
it was really impressive, especially without LeBron for that certain period of time. Like that's very impressive, and I know that ended up getting exposed against the Timberwolves, but I still think he's a very good player. First of all,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, 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 yeah. But my point is, my argument is he's not a third, he's not a legit third option. He's a good player off the bench. He's not a good starter to me. I'm sorry. Like he's like what I'm saying is Austin Reeves is not like that. He don't got a bag.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like if he was on any other team, nobody would talk about him. You get what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then you see how he looked when LeBron and AD wasn't on the floor. But against us, he had a career night.
Yep.
Against Indiana last year, that's the only game he showed up against when LeBron and AD or Luka didn't play. But nobody wasn't guarding him.
Yeah,
They
we took
looking
a.
to say, okay, let's game plan. Let's figure out how to stop Austin Reeves. Nah, man. Teams is game plan against LeBron and AD or LeBron and Luka.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like I'm not gonna yeah, like they be giving players too much credit for absolutely doing nothing. You get what I'm saying? And people are stat hoes. All they do is watch the box score, but they don't watch the game. Stats is cute and all, but they don't tell the full story.
You know, for sure, they can be deceiving sometimes.
Yeah, stats could easily mislead people because they didn't see the game.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah. This is But your reaction to the game, I'll get your reaction on it. I don't know if you have anything
So
else to
good.
say, but
Okay. Well, Jalen Brown did what he could. I'm not gonna put the blame on him. He doesn't look the same out there. He doesn't move the same laterally. Um,
I thought it looked
he,
fine
he,
to me.
he doesn't have the same burst that he had before. Because Jalen Brown, like he normally be our closer, but I hate how people throw Jalen Brown under the bus like he ain't won it, like he's not a winner. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Jalen Brown got a high playoff a high playoff what's that shit called? Win
playoff
percentage.
wins.
Yeah, he got a high playoff win percentage. You get what I'm saying? So y'all
Yep.
talking about Jalen Brown like he ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like
like
y'all
out
want to
and
overhype all these players who ain't won nothing. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
for
Um,
sure. And I
like
understand the
Jalen, y'all act
criticism.
like Jalen Brown. If he wasn't on this shit, y'all act like Jalen Brown is not a borderline top 10 player when he can be. And to me, yeah, Jalen Brown is the best two-way guard in the game.
I
You
still view
can't.
him as a wing player.
Don't get me wrong. Donovan got better. Donovan, in the like both sides of the ball, he's not a better two-way. Ant Man, he's not a better two-way than Brown. Ant Man is a better ball handler than Brown. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
Ant Man, Ant Man been shooting bad for three, and they don't call him out. And Scap Attack, he want to say Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown is off, but he don't want to. He don't have that same energy, that same smoke for Nikola Tokic, who's been getting cooked on defense and who's been ass most of the playoffs. But
Oh,
all they
he's
want to do
and
is
averaging a
highlight
triple double
offense
though.
and triple double. But Nikola Tokic, he only plays one side of the ball.
Yeah, both
He got
average.
his ass kicked by Zubac. He got his ass kicked by Hardenstein and Chet and J Dub. And you know what I'm saying? But they want to hold Tatum to a higher standard, right? But they don't want to hold Jokic. All they want to do is he played with Westbrook. Oh, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon suck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But nah, bro, they been helping his ass.
No, I get it. I will say this though, to their.
They've been billing him out straight up. Go
No,
ahead.
for sure, and you're right. But in their defense, a little bit, Jamal Murray, he's too up and down. He's too up and down
Oh
for
yeah,
me at times.
he was bad last year in the playoffs though, but he did close out the Lakers.
That's the
Hate
thing.
the
If
Lakers.
they're not playing the Lakers, the hell does he do? Um, he's up and down. Aaron Gordon has been a little bit injury prone this year, so but I
Yeah,
get what you're saying on that. Michael Porter Jr. is a mess. Let's just call it what it
I
is.
forgot to mention him.
But I get he has some help for sure, but their depth is not very good. Like, I can't, I like Christian.
I saw that Westbrook and Peyton Watson. They bench is trash,
Yeah, so
but
I kind of
they pay too many players. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like Denver, bro. Like they easily get because Michael Porter he got back problems. Like I like Michael Porter. He nice, one of the best shooters in the league when he healthy, but he got back problems.
yeah,
Um, like I like if Jokic like that's what I'm saying. Like these motherfuckers like if they really want to win. Like they'll take a pay cut, like Tom Brady. They'll do something like LeBron. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying? Keep signing a 1 year contract, a second year player option. You know what I'm saying? That way I can free up some cap.
Mm-hmm.
and then that way y'all could be competing for a championship. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because if y'all want nice raw talent, y'all gonna have to get in the draft, and y'all don't got money like that to just be throwing people money. Feel me? I
Yeah.
mean, y'all don't got cap like that to just be throwing money at players.
Yo, for sure. And you know the money's gonna go to Tatum and Brown, rightfully so. Whether you think they deserve it or not, it's going to them. Like they.
Are you talking about us? Oh, my fault. Speaking of that,
No, no,
um,
you're good. My bad.
my boy Eric. Hey Eric, you can hear me?
Mhm.
All right, what? Hold on. Give me a second. I okay. Look, this will be the today was the last. Today was the last dance of you'll see the core with Boston starting five. Um, it wasn't because of the fourth quarter meltdowns or tensions in the locker room or even injuries. Keeping them together, keeping them together is just too expensive. If things stay as is, the Boston are about to face a 238 million tax bill and expensive. Um, we not sure if the new owner will allow that. You get what I'm saying? Because Boston sold the
Nope.
key to some. I don't know who the fuck the
Mm.
dude is.
Mm.
Um,
Well, if you want to win a chip, you have to pay people. So he
hey,
kind
we
of
got a new
understands that.
owner. That don't
I,
mean that don't mean he not looking at Sam
No.
Cassell. That don't
Yep.
mean he
The
not looking at
ownership.
Mike Malone. He could fire that cockeyed motherfucker.
Yep. Yep. The
Yeah,
ownership is new ownership does a lot of moves that you don't expect,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
that
Give me a
mean
Sam
that
second,
did.
mean he's
Eric.
gonna
Give me a
trade Brown
second.
too?
Give me a second. I'm gonna let y'all go. Give me a second.
No, they're
So
keeping Brown and Tatum. It's just
y'all can hear me?
everybody else is
You
up
sure
for
about
grabs.
that? How many times we could
Hold
be
on,
putting
hold on,
Brown in
hold,
trade
hold,
rumors,
hold
bro?
on, y'all.
Like
Hold on,
how
y'all. Y'all can hear
we?
me?
Yes, we can. I'm just.
Hold on, y'all. Let me read this real quick. Okay, so the payroll is 193.3 mil. The
Mm-hmm.
luxury tax 53.5 mil.
Mm-hmm.
25 to 26 estimated payroll is 227.7 million dollars.
Yep.
Estimated luxury tax 238.1 mil.
Mm-hmm.
That figure would almost rank as the largest luxury tax bill in NBA history. It would make the Celtics the first team to ever have to have a luxury tax larger than their actual payroll. The Warriors
Yep.
came close to that a few times, but managed to avoid that tax burden. The logical answer is somebody got to go. It can't like people keep thinking, okay, if they just get off a holiday or per Porzingis, everything is all everything is
No.
all good.
They
Nah,
can get off
bruh.
Porzingis.
You got to
I'll
get rid
pack
of
his bags
hella
for
people,
him.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Tatum is on his last year of his rookie max, right? So this year,
That
because
this was
Tatum
his.
making 300 million some dollars
Yeah.
this year. So
Yeah. His
did
extension kicks in. Yeah.
so he's not playing his first year, but he's gonna get that
Mm-hmm.
money. So I don't know how
He's
that
still gonna get.
guaranteed money shit work. He's still gonna get it. So
He's
Yeah.
he'll
still
be
get
in
the
his first
extension.
year, and
Yep.
then Brown would be in his. I believe Brown would be in his second or third year.
This is the next year's gonna be a second
Oh, it'll
Second
be a
year of the
second.
extension. Second year of the
year.
Okay, so the
extension.
championship year was the first year. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brown would be going to his second year of his
Extension.
of his supermax.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday, his contract was a 4 year,
Oof.
$40 million
I think
contract. So I
4 year
believe
100, 4 year 135,
135.
Mm-hmm.
What was their right?
Mm-hmm.
4 years, 130?
126.
126. So Brown and Tatum alone is taking up 79 million in the luxury tax. So
Yeah.
where do Boston go at from here? Because they
Well, we
can't
can
just
start by
get rid
getting
of
rid of
one player.
Porzingis.
It's
That's
not gonna
number one.
work. They're gonna have to strip this roster down, and you feel me? Because it's the new CBA,
And
and
you
yeah.
strip the roster down by getting rid of Porzingis. I'm pretty sure all of us here will help pack his bags for him.
Man, I love the KP, but this year he pissed me off. He sucked.
I mean, what do we expect? What did we all expect? Like, let's just call it what it is. This is who he is. This
Yeah.
was who he is. He's injury prone, and mind you, not only is he injury prone, but he's also getting older. And I remember watching First Take, Shannon Sharp, when talking about basketball, they were talking about Embiid and his injury stuff. And I remember even Shannon Sharp saying this: injured young people become injured old people, and Porzingis is approaching 30. It's not getting any easier for him. And on top of that, he's so thin. He's not in great basketball shape. His stamina sucks. Like, how is it gonna get any easier for him?
I don't know, man. Like us paying him 37 million just for him to
Every
to, to be a part time player, and all of a sudden, like he didn't have a good season at all. And I don't
he's
give a
just a
fuck if you
journeyman.
have a running nose, your stomach hurts, you got a fever, your sore. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like you could have gave us better than that. Like, bro, I could have went out there and gave Boston 10 points and 10 rebounds. You can't even do that.
And listen, whatever he's going through, I feel for the guy. But at the same time, even before his illness even happened, he was awful throughout this whole playoff run. He wasn't good against Orlando, and obviously, as we know, he wasn't good in this series. But I expected this because I know statistically, Porzingis was. I did. I know a lot of statistically, yes, Porzingis was the best post up player this year. But again, stats, not all stats can be misleading. Watch the games. The majority of the post ups that he had were against small guards that play little
Hmm.
to no defense. Let me see. So I asked myself this. Let me see what if a coach makes an adjustment and treat him like an actual big man. For example, if you are a number one or number two option or a main option to a championship team and you are a big man, expect the opposing team to put size on you. You look at the Lakers with Anthony Davis when he was there, he was the second option, but it still was he was the main option with LeBron, but he was one of the main options and they guarded him like that. They put size on him, they put physicality on him, they put everything. Nikola Jokic, he's one of the main guys, put size on him. Victor Wembanyama, they put size on him. Giannis, they put size on him. The dude folds like a napkin. He's too thin. And I asked myself that if they put size on him with guys that are much more athletic and much stronger, how is he going to respond? Exhibit A. Wendell Carter Jr. destroyed this guy. Jonathan Isaac, who probably weighs the same amount of pounds as Porzingis does, he was able to guard him.
Uh,
So it's like, what did we expect? So what did we expect? I saw this coming. We know Mitchell Robinson with his athleticism, he was gonna torch him, especially on the boards. You know
yeah,
with
Mitchell.
Carl Anthony Towns, even though Carl Anthony Towns can be soft as hell sometimes, he's better than Porzingis. Let's just call it what it is. And again, because he's athletic and he's big, and that's what you're gonna get.
I mean, Porzingis has a history of where he's been. He's showed up pretty small, like Dallas, Washington. I mean, every team he's been on, he's played small to what he's supposed to play. So
Yep,
he's just a journeyman. He's just a journeyman at this point. So it's like,
for sure. And I understand. I didn't want to pay any mind to it. I didn't want to be a negative Nancy. But when we first traded for him, I remember Bob Ryan. I'm not a fan of him, and I'm not a fan of him and Jeff Goodman. Jeff Goodman sucks. But I
yeah,
remember, I remember, I do remember Bob Ryan saying this when we first traded for Porzingis. This dude is a 7 foot center who plays like a 6 foot guy.
yep.
Like,
Hmm.
and Exhibit A, and yeah.
He's
Uh,
played. He's played with guys like Luca, didn't work out. He's played guys with Tatum and Brown. It hasn't worked out for him.
mm,
Whatever top
yeah.
star he played with, he should have disappeared.
Yeah, for sure. Until he gets his stuff ready, I don't think I gave you a chance to show you your reaction to the game. So, let it all out, brother.
It was man. That's probably like one of the worst games I've seen all year. I
Yeah,
mean, despite losing Tatum, it's just they just can get anything going on. They just can get anything offensively. They were just like a daisical out there. It was just too much dribbling, and there wasn't. They weren't playing at a fast pace like they were supposed to. But they just got ran out. Like I don't know. Like it was just one of those games where they just couldn't get anything going. Like first quarter,
just
it's just
just
like
didn't show up. Uh, yeah, they took. I'll give credit to the Knicks. They had way better transition defense. Like if they missed or made it, they ran back on defense, and like like all five of them were ready. So I'll give them that, and that's kind of how you beat the Celtics is allow them to play slow. But even then, I still see guys not moving without the basketball. Even
Hmm.
like even if Tatum or Brown dribbles the oxygen out of the ball, just guys just don't move. Guys just
Yeah,
don't move. Guys weren't setting screens for one another. Guys just weren't moving. And credit to the Knicks, they took that away as well. They guarded the pick and roll well. I don't know if
Hey,
certain guys missed screens or
hey,
whatever
hey,
the case
hey, hey,
was.
hey, Michaela. People are retarded. They say we run sets um, because we run pick and roll sometimes.
huh?
We ran sets because we were in pick and rolls. That's what we need to do.
No, 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 no,
Move.
no, 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 no. My point is, we don't run no plays. We don't have an offense. We don't have no identity. We run five
Well,
out,
the
shoot
identity
threes.
is shooting threes. The identity is Tatum, Brown, get a mismatch. And if you can cook them, go cook them. But if you draw two and you can't cook them, kick it out and get a wide open three.
Motherfuckers never play basketball. They think if somebody run to the corner, that's running the play. That's not running the play.
No, it's not.
Setting screens is not running play. Like pick and roll. That's not a. You know what I'm saying? That's not running plays. That's
Hmm.
like pick and roll. That's like basic basketball. You get what I'm saying? Like but people on ESPN even say the Celtics don't have no offense. All they do is shoot threes. They don't run any action. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like
Yeah.
they don't run no sets or none of that. Like all they they don't even go to the paint like that. They don't shoot no mid range.
Because
The thing is, you
outside
want to
of
be the unicorn. You don't be banging with nobody. Carl Anthony Towns,
Just felt
he had a broken finger and he left it all out there. You get what I'm saying? He played
felt
like
like
a
there
real
was no
center. He
yeah, there was
destroyed everybody that we put in front of him. See Porzingis,
yeah, there was no
he
speed
wasn't
out
playing
there.
like a real center for us.
Yeah, there was no speed out
Neither Al
there.
Horford was. Al Horford like him and Al Horford, bro. They can't
Those,
bang with nobody. I'm sorry.
Al
no,
Horford, yeah, I can't blame Al Horford. He tried, man. He tried. He had to bust his ass because Porzingis couldn't show up. I can't do that to Horford.
oh man, it's like they run the slowest lineup possible, man. I don't know what it was. Like
If I had to guess, lack of
Cornet is,
vol.
yeah, Cornet is slow.
Yes.
It was just
Uh,
like a whole lot of nothing. like
Yeah, and it sucks because listen, you needed to play fast in this game, especially without Tatum. Fine, we can play slow because Brown is great. He's an ISO guy. He's obviously can take people one on one, but outside of him and Tatum, you really don't have anybody on this team that can create their own shot. You just don't. Like nobody on this team can create their own shot. That's why you have to play fast to get these guys easy buckets. And credit to the Knicks, they kind of took that away, but we didn't have, we didn't have any solution for that. And we ran basically the same plays, and they took it away, and they made Jalen Brown beat them one on one. And whenever Derek White would have the ball, it's like take it, dribble, 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 take it,
Hey,
hold it for like
Michaela,
two
do you think
seconds.
Derek White and Holiday gonna make a defensive team?
Holiday, no, because he's ineligible. Derek White,
You heard me?
probably.
My bad, I
Eh,
cut out.
Uh,
Uh,
I,
I don't see. No, I don't. Matter of fact, I don't see nobody on our team gonna make a defensive team. Tatum should have been had one, and Brown.
well, yes, but no at the same time because one, it's a big man's league now with these stupid defensive awards. They're always going to
They
give it to
gave
the
it to
big.
four centers. Like for what?
Yeah, exactly. But not only that, they have to do a lot offensively and defensively, and that takes up a lot of your energy. So, throughout the regular season, like yeah, Tatum and Brown have their moments defensively, but they have to do so much defensively and offensively that I'm not surprised if they take a lot of possessions where they don't play any defense. And unfortunately, the NBA does see that because they got a big role. They have like really big roles. They have to give you 30 plus a game and then they have to play defense. That takes a lot of your energy. So they are taking physical beatings, they're taking mental beatings. So whenever they get a chance to play like the Brooklyn Nets or the Washington Wizards, they're not going to try hard or play defense because they know the Washington Wizards or them are not on their level. But unfortunately, the NBA sees that. Like, okay, you play defense well against the Lakers. What happened to your defense against Washington? You
mm-hmm.
know. And so they got a big role. And unfortunately, those defensive possessions that they were just not very good at in the regular season, unfortunately, the NBA took that into consideration when voting for these all defensive teams. And it happens to damn near every superstar as well. Uh, and not only that, yes, it's also a big man's league, but guys like Lou Dort, Jalen Suggs, if he was healthy, Jaden McDaniels, Dyson
Uh-huh.
Daniels, all those wing
Hmm.
Oh,
players,
Dyson
all they
Daniels.
got to do
Oh
is defend.
man,
All they
man,
got to do is
I
defend. They
wouldn't be
don't
mad if
have
he
the
won
Tatum
Defensive
and
Player of
Brown
the
role.
Year. Draymond suck. He shouldn't be on there.
He's probably gonna make it because he was second in defensive player of the year, so he probably has to make all defense. But he's another one.
No,
He
no, no,
doesn't
no.
have to
Dyson
do much.
Daniels was second, I think.
No, I think it was Evan Mobley that won it. Draymond
Yep.
Green and somebody else. I don't know.
No, Dyson Daniels was second.
I guess. Uh, but yeah, those guys like the Lou Dorts, the Jaden McDaniels, the Draymond Greens, the Dyson
Caruso,
Daniels,
Bam Adebayo.
Caruso as well. They don't have to do much. They're just there to defend and stand in the corner. Like they can defend all they want and stand in the corner. It's not going to take up their energy. Unlike Tatum and Brown, they have to defend every night and then they have to drop 30. Like that is a big tall task. Unlike these other guys that are
What's the
just
name of that
there.
guy? What's the name of that guy that we let go and he went overseas? He was dominant. He was punking LeBron. They almost beat Team USA in Philadelphia. Signed up for a 3 year, $3 million,
Go
Oh,
deal or 2 years.
yeah,
Yabusele.
yeah,
Yeah,
Buseli.
Yeah, Michaela. Why would we let him go? Because I don't remember him.
He's
They drafted him. They drafted him back then.
too slow and not a very consistent shooter.
No, so what type of player was he? Where we drafted
He
him
was.
from?
I think it was a power forward. He had to be a four, right?
He's a
Oh,
power
he
forward for
was.
sure.
Yeah, he was. He was one of Danny Ainge
Because
picks.
I'm like, why the fuck we let him go? But we gave Luke Cornett a chance, but he doesn't have no game. He sucks.
Well, unfortunately, you can go back to 2021 where Danny Ainge was trying to make moves, and I that probably was the worst trade deadline acquisitions he've ever did. And it was a 2020-2021 season where Brown was out for the playoffs because he broke his wrist or had like a torn ligament in his wrist.
See,
Remember that year?
yeah, but the problem with Danny Ainge was the fact that he had too many draft picks in his hands, but he's just not willing to
He's too
like.
revolving in the draft.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He
That
be,
was
Like
the thing. Like
I
I
like.
ain't gonna lie. Like
with just
getting Jared Sullinger and Fat Mello and all of them, that was a waste of a fucking
Oop.
pick. I was hella mad. Them niggas hella weak.
that's the thing. Like he relies too much on the draft, which I get. Obviously, you build the team through the
He could have
draft,
been made
but
moves though. To be
no,
honest,
no, I get it. You have to find a happy medium. You
like
can
if you
do,
don't know what to get, trade back.
yeah.
Yes, yes, that's exactly my point. Yeah, trade back or trade for a future draft
But
pick.
all
You
them
don't have to
motherfuckers
keep
we
on
drafted
slugging
was
people.
not worth a lottery pick. What's the guy named
Yep.
James Young? Who else we had?
Oh yeah, James Young from Kentucky. Yeah, I remember him. Um, ugh, had let me see.
I
Ouch.
wouldn't say Terry Rozier was a bust, but I wish we had on to him. We could have.
No, he's a shell of himself.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't great in Miami. I mean,
No. But yeah, as you said, he's too reliant on the draft, and which is to some degree I get it because you have to build your team from the draft, which is fine. But you also have to have a happy medium. You can draft guys, but you also have to spend money and make big moves. And it was just a bad trade deadline for him. And one of the trades was trading for Evan Fournier. That was a disaster.
oh yep, yep,
And then the other trade was trading away Daniel Tice and like Javante Green for Luke Cornett and Mo Wagner just to cut Mo Wagner
oh
a day before. It was
yep.
a disaster. It was a disaster. So much for, and then we trade Jeff Teague for who? It was a disaster. It's like I don't know who we traded for. I don't even know if those guys even did much. Like, what did we get and what did they do? It was bad. It was bad. Let's just call it what it is.
He had too many first round picks. Didn't know what to do with him. Like I think.
Hey, how did Kimba fell off? Because he was good with us the first year.
Oh jeez. I guess the Charlotte days were behind him. I suppose.
Yeah,
Got
sucks.
Did he injure his knee or something, or what?
there.
Is that why he thought like wasn't the same with his number?
Yeah. Yep. Hmm.
Disney,
They did him dirty, man. He was gonna have Isaiah Thomas treatment. He couldn't even get on the team.
well, if you can't get on the floor, why are we keeping you? And plus, he gave us Al Horford, so why complain?
And then Robert Williams.
Oh, we traded Al Horford. Oh, we did. That's crazy. Why we stay getting first round picks for players that ain't do nothing?
We traded a first round pick and Kemba Walker to OKC to get back Al Horford.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like that's not
I
that
still
is
feel
not doing
I
anything. That
still
would
feel
bring.
like that's overvalued. Nobody giving up a first for Al Horford.
Yeah, yeah, but the thing is,
We just wanted Al Horford back. We just wanted him back. Is oh, like we're willing to give up a first round pick just to get Al Horford back because we
Hey,
needed him.
hey, hey,
and,
hey, hey, that would be crazy.
and the,
What if Al Horford was still on OKC? Do you think they would
and
have been went to the finals?
if you look at how many first round picks that Danny Ainge
You heard
had
me?
2016 and on, it's like too many. Like,
Y'all heard me?
Yeah.
What if Al Horford was still on OKC? Do you think they would have been went to the finals?
no,
No, because his contract would have been up.
yeah,
Because they had a lot of cap room, and he definitely could have mentored Shea.
yeah,
Well, they were mentoring. He was supposed to mentor them, but I don't know what the hell was OKC doing in the front office
They was
because they
tank. They
were
was
way
tank. They
behind the
told him not to
rebuild.
play. They was tanking because
yeah, they were
you feel me?
tanking,
Because Al Horford not used to
tanking.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
true.
But
But
tanking.
that's
if you're
why
gonna
Al
bring
Horford
a
got in
vet
shape,
in,
and I guess his agent or whatever, I guess he was in contact with the
The
with
Bob,
Brad Stevens. I guess Brad Stevens was impressive when he seen his
yeah,
film. Was like, okay, we could use that.
yeah, and I don't blame him because if you're gonna bring a vet like him with cachet and still can play at a high level, you can't tank. Like
no,
you can't. You have if you're bringing in a vet like I don't know if you're bringing in oh my god who was a
Jeff
vet on
Green?
the rebuilding team?
I've
No, Jeff Green, a
rebuilding.
bench player. Never mind. Steven Adams?
No, because he was on a contending-ish team with the Rockets, so I'm gonna say no. Uh, shit.
He was on
Oh,
Memphis.
remember Gordon Hayward was on the Hornets? What about that? That's
Yes.
a good example.
Oh God, that was the worst.
Hey, why the Thunder
No,
traded for him and then you haven't seen him like he was playing in the
no,
beginning? You haven't seen Gordon Hayward
He
since then. What
they
happened?
traded him for 3 second round picks. I'm like, what are you doing?
wait. Which one was the Kemba signing trade? Was it us trading?
Gordon Hayward on the Thunder still because he got traded last year on the
For
trade
three
deadline,
second round picks though. For 3 second round picks though.
Wait.
Like,
So who was the which? Who do we give up in
and
the Kemba Walker
They
signing
got Trey
trade?
Man, I think. Yeah, at that
yeah, they got
deal.
Trey Man. Jakes.
He was
Wow.
doing, and then on
Hey,
top of that,
I was telling people along. Yeah, yeah. I was telling people I would trade. I told people last year. I said I'll trade because
Yeah,
we
they
don't.
got
I said I'll trade Pitcher
yeah.
for TJ McConnell because we need a real point guard. Derek White not a real point guard or Holiday.
no, Holiday's a point guard.
No,
We have.
they traded Kemba for Rozier, remember?
Oh yeah. I think Holiday's a good point guard. We just had him playing way too much off ball, and again, that's because Joe Mazzulla likes to shoot threes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
Because think about it. I know he's not the same player as he was with the Pelicans and the Bucks, mostly because we misused him. But look at what he did from playing the point guard position over there. He averaged like 7, 8 assists a game. I get it.
right.
I get it. Playing with Giannis and AD makes your life a lot easier. But look
Yeah,
at his assists at those times.
Missoula's
He
an
can.
idiot though. He need to be fired
Well,
straight up
unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen.
because he got carried with them at that championship.
Well, not only
That's
that, the
whoa.
but we got
Tatum
a
and
new owner though,
Brown.
so you might not know.
But
Fuck
here's the
Brad.
thing: Tatum and Brown are your faces of the franchise. You can't give them like their fifth coach in like 5 or 6 years. That's just not. It's not going to help them for their development.
What
I mean, we still got development players. Mike Malone got fired. Shit. Mike Budenholzer got fired. Monty Williams got fired.
and
They
look at
just
Danny
fired Mike
Ainge.
Budenholzer for no reason.
And look at Danny
He
Ainge.
had no cap. What is he supposed to work with? Like the owner and the new owner and the Suns, he don't know
Dude,
shit about basketball. He
can you
traded for
imagine?
Batty Bill, thinking he was gonna get 2018 Bradley Bill.
Yeah, but can you imagine you're Danny Ainge, you got so many first round picks to use, and there's certain years you miss, and certain years you trade them away. Like a Desmond Bain, what you got for him? Um, I don't know. Like you could have Desmond Bain on this team, like
He could have, yeah.
On what team?
Boston Celtics.
He got
Why you brought up
drafted.
Desmond Bain?
He
We can't
got
afford him.
drafted in 2020, but we traded him to Memphis on draft night,
We drafted Desmond Bain.
Yeah, traded him to Memphis.
What year?
2020.
2020.
Why the fuck I ain't know that? The fuck?
You're too much in California, bro.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm not even gonna lie.
So what happened?
The
Walk
only
me through
good,
that trade.
I don't know, to get some extra futures, I guess.
Ugh,
The only good players that or the the only decent players that Danny Ainge was able to draft, obviously outside of Tatum and Brown, were
Yeah,
Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, and Peyton Pritchard.
yeah, that's it. But then he had Neesmith.
We had Grant Williams.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
Grant.
the thing. Neesmith, I don't think
I'm
we gave him a
fucking
shot. I
mad,
think he was a
bro.
decent
I
player.
just not see him. He's like a bug I can't squish. Like I'm like, bro, why you couldn't do this with us? Like you was
Because he
Yeah,
in
that's
never
Pistons and
played.
exactly my
Cavaliers, but you came
point.
to us, you couldn't do shit.
He never
That's exactly.
played. And he never played. He's a wing player who's
Because of Gordon Hayward. That's why.
well that
Oh,
and
we
you
did
got
have
Tatum
Gordon
and
Hayward
Brown.
that first year, huh?
It's bad enough that one of Tatum and Brown's in the starting
I
lineup. Oh,
got
now you got two
him.
of them in the starting lineup. Oof, that's
And
gonna be
then
tough.
And then
Grant
Grant
Williams a
Williams
wing
is the
too.
other forward. Yeah.
Now, me personally, I don't even think it's drafting issues. It does have a lot to do with it, but I think it's more of player development. I mean,
Hey Eric,
you
you see the picture on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Michaela trusts him as our coach.
it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't trust him, but like, it's like we're not. I'm not trying to be like the Phoenix Suns, like paying all these coaches, and I'm not trying to be like the Phoenix Suns. I'm not trying to be like Milwaukee, who's paying all these coaches to get nothing out of
Phoenix
it.
Suns' luxury tax is pretty close to Boston next year. So
Who?
the Phoenix Suns' luxury tax is pretty close to Boston's next year. It's pretty
I
close.
don't. I highly doubt it.
With Katie, Bill, and Booker, I
Oh
mean,
wait. They was talking about our roster costs more than Phoenix's for sure.
Yeah,
Because I said because Sam House is overpaid.
yeah.
Um, Pritchard, what's his contract? 10 million too.
he's
What is he making?
six six 6 million a year.
He's making less than half. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Luke Cornett's getting what 2 million. Um, Porzingis making about 30 some mil a year.
That's an
Yeah,
overpay.
yeah.
Jalen Brown's gonna make what 60.
Yeah, and he
Mm.
should.
Uh,
Let's
and
not be idiots here.
what's Tatum making 75?
It's no, it's around 60 as
Oh
well.
wait. Oh shit, I got the
Yeah, all
picture. Hold up,
60.
Eric. I
Yeah.
got the picture. Boo! Can you see that, Eric? You gotta zoom in.
Yep.
Yep. So you got Tatum next year making 54, Brown making 53. You got Drew Holiday making 32, Porzingis making 30, 31. We'll just round. Derek White making 28, Hauser making 10, Pritchard making 7.
7. Yeah, that's the mid level for Pritchard.
Well, thank
Oh,
God he has that contract because he's not getting 10 million from me. I'm sorry.
cool, Pritchard.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to choose between Pritchard and Hauser, I don't know. I mean,
Obviously, you would go with how. Obviously, you would pick Pritchard because he's been more consistent
yeah,
than Hauser. And I think Hauser has been a little
yeah.
exposed, which is sad because, like, I actually was excited for Hauser because I thought he would be like a big cornerstone role player for us because he was great in the finals. I think he was one of the bright spots in the finals. I don't know what the hell happened this year.
I just think that when you take away Sam Hauser's 3-point shot, it's like, what else can he do for me?
That's
Like,
damn near everybody though. That damn near everybody though. Like, what does Derek White do if he's not shooting the three ball? We know what he can do defensively. Like, yeah, he'll block shots and he'll do the hustle plays. Great, but offensively, if he's not shooting the three ball, what else is he gonna give you? Look at tonight, Payne Pritchard. If he's not shooting the three ball, what is he gonna give you?
mm,
Well, to read the comments, I'll read the
especially
com. What? Go ahead.
especially Porzingis, you would take away his 3 ball.
Please
Like,
get, and I love the guy respectfully, he got to go. Like, this was a Robert Williams 2.0 type of Lord have mercy.
I'm still taking Robert Williams over Porzingis any day of the week.
I would too, but if you can't get on the court, why have him?
Um, I mean, Robert Williams is making like what $10 million compared to Porzingis.
16, I think. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's in Portland. Never mind.
he's in Portland, yeah. But then again, I would love Robert Williams back too, but he can't stay healthy. And if you can't get on the floor, then I can't pay you. Like, I don't know what Brad does, but he needs to go grab centers that are not freaking injury prone. Like, grab someone, please, that can stay on the floor. Daniel Berry Sports highlights. Brown carried. Yes, you are right. Jared Thomas, Celtics, I think, need to replenish their guard depth in the offseason. We can definitely see that. Uh, we're probably gonna see that, but then again,
Are they gonna see JD Davidson next year? No.
Uh, I I doubt it. I mean, I would love to see him, but they don't know. I mean, what do they? What's their plans with him? And that's another thing too. Guys like Torrey Craig, Drew Peterson, J.D. Davison, Xavier Tillman, and Jordan Walsh, whatever the garbage time players, get a plan in place. Put a plan in place with those guys. Put a plan in place. Do you want them? Okay, then you use them. If you don't want them,
If
cut them or trade them.
they
Find a
just
plan. Like if you want to develop Drew Peterson, then you better freaking find a way to develop this guy. If you
right,
want to keep JD Davison and develop him, then you need to have some sort of development plan in place. Like you
yeah,
got to do something.
in the
Putting these
paint.
guys in the freaking G League 65 times is not helping.
No, it's not. No.
And I get it. If too now again, I know I'm probably gonna sound like a hypocrite a little bit, but putting these guys in the G League 90% of the time is not helping. But one Jordan Walsh or one Xavier Tillman could have went to the G League to develop a little bit. Find a happy medium with these guys. Give them some NBA minutes, but also have their development, get their confidence up a little bit. Send them to the G League. Even before we traded Jaden Springer, I think we should have had him go down to the G League.
I
You
thought
gotta do you gotta do something with these guys. There has to be a development plan with those
so.
typical things I just said. You figure out what you're gonna do with JD Davison. Do you want him? Fine. Put a
Yeah.
development plan in place. You want Drew Peterson? Put a development plan in place. You don't want Xavier Tillman? Trade him. If you can't, cut him. Don't waste my time. Don't waste anybody's time with this. Like we gotta. I understand they're trying to build a roster, but it's like these guys, respectfully, and yes, they're not very good, but at the same time, you are wasting their time to develop, bruh. Memphis got more out of Xavier Tillman than what we got out of the Celtics
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
again, Taylor Jenkins and I don't know why Memphis fired him, but he knows how to develop. Memphis knows how to develop young players. Even when they were a contender a couple years ago, they still know how to develop young players. And part of them was Xavier Tillman, who gave Anthony Davis work on the defensive end. So
Yep.
it's like you gotta put a plan in place with these guys, please. And then once you figure out who you want to keep, who you want to go away, figure that out. And then you have to build your roster from there. I mean, what are you going to do with Sam Hauser? What are you going to do with Payne Pritchard, Luke Cornett? And then you figure out the starting six. But in terms of guard depth from Jared, I think yeah, replenish their guard depth. Listen, I get it. But it's gonna be hard to replace some of these guys. Like I can find a way to easily replace Payne Pritchard, but again, the backup point guard market is so awful. Like it's just what are you gonna get? Every backup point guard is either terrible or good, but they're under contract via extension. Um, I wonder what Brad gonna do in the off season. Same, and it's not gonna be pretty. I'm just waiting for the tears to come out eventually. I'm waiting for another moment of me just breaking down, and like I did when they traded Marcus Smart. Uh,
Oh, for Porzingis. Yep.
Oh my God, yeah. And listen, if forget Marcus Smart's deficiencies, forget Marcus Smart's shot chucking, forget all that. Forget the talent part of Marcus Smart. Just you traded the heart and soul of the team. I get it. Porzingis is the talented player. One can argue he's the better player. But think about it, forget talent and forget better player. You traded the heart and soul of the team, and what we got back was an injury prone center who's done nothing for us.
Mm,
So it's like I'm Brad, and I'm like, and the reason why it doesn't stink, the reason why it doesn't sting so bad is because Drew Holiday's on the team, and he's practically the Marcus Smart replacement. That's why it doesn't sting so much. But in terms of this trade, I'm not gonna say Brad bought. I'm not gonna say Brad failed this trade, but I I wasn't. I don't know if I take. I don't know if I do that trade 10 times out of 10. I'm sorry.
no, I wouldn't do it. No, that's just me. I wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do it. But listen, if you want an upgrade for Marcus Smart, fine, but get a better upgrade. Not a guy who's been on five. Is the dude going to be on his fifth team in 8 years?
Yep, journeyman. Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Like, if you traded Marcus Smart for Drew Holiday, I was cool with that because that's an upgrade. But Porzingis, oh God, no.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. what's in for Porzingis.
Yeah, it has to be it. I mean, at this point, can you just send him to Utah or something, just and get like a couple draft picks or get Walker Kessler? Like I'm cool with that at this point.
Yeah, Daddy Ainge is on a whole different level. I'm not trading
That is true though. They're gonna want our first round picks.
him.
Like, no, I'm not giving you a first round pick for a guy that's gonna be a part time player. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like a John Collins. I don't think so.
No, and plus John Collins is not a defender, so he's
Uh,
But yeah, that's on me. What do you think? It's gonna
Laurie
be
Markkinen.
too much money. He makes close to $50 million, and the closest player to that you're gonna have to give with Jalen Brown, and I am not giving up Jalen Brown for Laurie Markkinen. But yeah, where are you at with this? Because this is gonna be an interesting off season with trades and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just my spiel, and I know a lot of people. Well, first, as I said, I would send Porzingis. Love the guy. Thank you for contributing. I'm not paying $30 million for a guy that can't get on the floor. It's
Nope.
not happening. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And especially when we won a championship without him last year. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't do it. And I don't have patience for something like that. Like, I care about availability. Like, he gave us all this hope saying, oh, this was going to be a Robert Williams replacement. He does more than Robert Williams, so we can suck it up. We can take his, we know what we're getting ourselves into. Yeah, well, no, okay, don't go crying at me, Brad Stevens. Oh, but we know what we were getting ourselves into. We got Tatum and Brown that can carry the load. We got this depth that can carry the load. Really, how'd that depth do when Porzingis couldn't do anything?
What?
So
No.
it's like he gotta go. I understand why people holiday. I understand why people want Holiday gone because of his age and the shooting. I still would keep. I still would hold on to him because he's just.
I
I would hold on to him because I just think he's too valuable to this team. The
I
impact. Go ahead.
I don't know about Aiden, but Aiden's contract is kind of expensive.
Well,
Um,
he is kind of earned. He is a five-time All Defensive guy, so I kind of understand the contract to that degree. Um, wait, what is this contract? Let me see. Is it um?
Wait, I'm
So
talking about Aiden. No, I'm not talking about. Talking
talk
about
about
DeAndre.
talk about age, or are you talking about the money?
No, I'm talking about DeAndre Aiden from Portland. I'm just saying.
Or what? Oh, the age.
No, no, no. DeAndre Ayton as a
Oh,
center.
DeAndre, and no, he's another one that when things don't go his way, he starts
Yeah.
pouting. And he's got a big contract too, which he is not worth.
Mm,
But that's I would if I had to get rid of this roster, I probably would get rid of Porzingis and Hauser and maybe Pritchard because you can easily replace Hauser with Baylor Shireman, or if you want another spot up shooter, you can bring up Drew Davison and you can bring up Drew Peterson, excuse me, and then go get another point guard that can shoot threes in the draft. And like
awesome.
that's just me, but I can't, and maybe this is just me being a fangirl. I would keep Drew Holiday because his impact is just who's gonna replace it? It's not gonna be Derek White. I'm sorry. Yes, he can hustle, but
No, no.
he's not replacing Drew Holiday's defense. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And then a few games, I know it was a small sample size, but it just took me one game on Christmas against Philadelphia where Drew Holiday wasn't playing. Derek White was awful guarding Tyrese Maxey, like awful, like awful. And like it just seems to me like without Drew Holiday, I don't know if Derek White can take on that defensive role. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, I don't think he was very good defensively these playoffs. Not even in the Orlando series. He couldn't stop Banchero. But the moment that they put Drew Holiday on Banchero, he locked him up. I'm like,
I mean, hey, maybe Pancaro is one of those guys, man. I
but hey,
can't.
Drew Holiday locked him down. Jalen Brown locked him down. Why couldn't Derek White do it?
I mean, hey, there's certain guys that Pancaro could go out there, and certain guys can't. I mean, that's
But
just
even
how.
then, he wasn't even great defensively in this series either. Drew Holiday defended Jalen Brunson pretty well this series.
Mhm.
So it's like, who are you going to replace him with? Unless you bring back Marcus Smart, which I doubt they're going to do, but who are you
Nope.
going to replace him with? And it's like,
No, once they traded Marcus Smart, they're not bringing him back.
I
Yep.
doubt it, yeah. Sucks. But even then, it's like, and also, who is a pass first point guard that is going to put the Jays in the best position to succeed? Like,
Yeah.
like you need that Rondo esque type of old school point guard when your two best players are wing players. Like you
Yeah,
need a Chris Paul, you need a Mike Conley, you need a Drew Holiday, you
Mike Conley
need.
should retire. That's a whole
He's
different
still
kind.
he's still a good point guard though. I know he's old as hell, but he is helping Minnesota. Look at they're back in the Western Conference Finals. Yes, you can say it was because of Anthony Edwards and stuff like that, but he knows how to get the best. He knows how to elevate a team. Mike Conley, even at age 37, he still knows how to elevate a team.
Just saying. Well, we'll
And I
find
know.
out.
I know, and he's been a huge success to that. Like you need an old school, pass the ball, set everybody up, high IQ type point guard, and that's all we have right now. I mean, unless you go trade for like a Tyrese Maxey or a Jamal Murray or Trey Young, which like the only old school point
Yeah,
guard
we're Philly gonna trade. Yeah, that'll be funny if Philly trades Maxi. It'll be funny.
will be funny, but it ain't gonna happen. Oh, I wish that would be a great
And
point
I
guard.
mean, they got the number 3 pick. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Ish, no, yeah, I wish. Um,
Huh.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I would hold on to him because I don't know if you're gonna find unless you go s- trade Holiday, get some assets, and then sign Chris Paul to a minimum and have him be the old school guy. Fine, but I think the Spurs are gonna hold on to him. They still
I,
need that.
I think Chris Paul's already tried so many different teams anyway. He tried Golden State. He tried Washington. He tried OKC. He tried San Antonio. Like, I don't know what else Chris Paul can do at this point. He's more like on this mentorship role with Stephon Castle and all these other point guards that but
But he still can elevate a group though. And that San Antonio Spurs team wasn't very good outside of Wembanyama and Stephon Castle, and he still was able to get his assists. So you need something like that, and it's hard to find those type of point guards nowadays. But it should be an interesting off season. If you can maybe move on from if I my true trade bait should be Porzingis and Hauser, and maybe Pritchard. And obviously, if you can trade like an Xavier Tillman for even a bag of chips, do so.
jeez.
Sad. It's sad. It goes both ways. He wasn't helpful at times, but I don't think Joe Mazzulla really gave him a
Yeah,
chance.
like I said, they have to really dig deep into making a move.
Yep, sucks. Well, and now there's rumors, and now with Tatum out, now there's really gonna be a lot on the table. They're even gonna throw Brown out there, and at this point, you know me, I wouldn't want to split up Tatum and Brown, but at this point, with what we've done with Brown over the years, has just been flat out malpractice.
Don't say for KD, please. Not this KD discussion again.
I'm like, oh my god, no!
That's what I'm saying.
Like him and Tatum, are they gonna work together? All I see is dribble, dribble, pull up, dribble, dribble, freaking no.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
gonna be a
Like, what
freaking
else?
mess.
Hopefully the new owner would change this shit up because we need a new head coach because it's clearly not there.
Ooh, I mean, go
this
get Taylor
system that
Jenkins.
Joe got, just shooting threes. Uh, hey, they showed a thing where we shot at over 100 threes in 2 games.
Yep, yep. Go get Taylor Jenkins.
We
I
got
don't know.
the record for the most. We got the record for the most 3-point attempts.
Well,
Yeah.
but
here's the thing.
but
I
I give
understand.
Sam Cassell or Mike Malone the job.
I mean, if I
Oh
can
yeah.
get Sam Cassell, I would do that in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, that will probably won't happen. Listen,
I hope the new owner like he gonna have to, you feel me? Cause I hope that nigga like really like, you know what I'm saying? Cause our last owner, bro, that nigga like he suck at, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause you had a championship level coach in Ime, bro. You get what I'm saying? And you fucking blew that. And Adam Silver, y'all even was trying to get Adam Silver in, y'all was trying to throw him under the bus. And y'all trying to make it seem like y'all wasn't racist, so y'all just hired Joe Mazzulla, the nigga at the end of the bench, who don't know
Mm.
shit about basketball. He wasn't getting basketball his damn self. He had one good moment against Boogie Cousins and John Wall, right? This nigga, the highest level this nigga coach was about what, D2, D3. He was an okay G League coach, but ain't nobody gonna promote a nigga that's ended the bench that carried niggas water bottles and gym bags at the end of the game, and nobody like how you promote somebody who doesn't have no credibility at all or no experience at all. You get what I'm saying? Because his resume doesn't check out at all. You know how long it takes for motherfuckers to be head coach. Look at Mike Malone. Look at Greg Popovich. You know what I'm saying?
Eric Spoelstra.
Look at Towns.
Spoelstra.
Look at Spoelstra. What's the guy name on the Knicks?
Thibodeau.
Look at Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Look at Nick Nurse. You know what I'm
Nick
saying?
Nurse sucks. I'm sorry.
What's the guy on the Nets? I like him.
Oh, Jordy Fernandez.
Yeah, yeah. Look at Jordy Fernandez. You know how long it took him to be a coach? Joe Mazzulla ain't went to that, bruh, at
Mike
all.
Brown. I like Mike Brown too.
Like, if you make somebody head coach, they make an assistant. Meaning like an offensive coordinator, a defense coordinator, or assistant head coach. He was neither of that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, what the? That didn't make no fucking sense at all. And I've been told people he's gonna be one of our downfalls, and he was. You get what I'm saying?
For
Because the
sure.
way he mishandled, misused players, he don't call timeout, bro. I was listening to this one stream. These motherfuckers be glazing, like they keep going off of last year. Oh, I like how Joe used like his timeout. Michaela, we had fucking 4 or 5 timeouts going into the fourth quarter. Because if you go into a quarter, you lose some. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, to be
So he
fair, we were
basically
getting
wasted
our
two
asses.
timeouts. He only called one. But
Well,
when the
to be
Knicks
f-
go on a run, he didn't call timeout. He
well
just he
to
just
be
he just he just let it get out of hand. Then
if
he
you're
called
talking
timeout when he was down 30.
if we're talking
That's
about
mind
this
boggling to me.
if we're talking about this game, to be fair, we were down by 30. What was the point of calling timeout? Like, it's- I kind of understand where he's coming from there, but I also understand where you're also coming from because I think when the Knicks were going on their running games 1 and 2, he could have called a timeout there. He could have definitely called a timeout in game 2 when Tatum drove and got swatted away. I understand you don't want them to set up their defense because their defense was just punking us the whole series, so it could go both ways. But one thing I will say, I think that gets pushed under. Go ahead, bro. Did he leave? Oh God.
Now give me a second, Michaela. Hold on.
I think so.
Hey, Michaela, you got anything left to say before we close it out? I appreciate you for pulling up.
I'm good.
Okay. Well,